and all of a sudden he just kisses me, and I was kind of taken back by it, but I was like, ooh, I like this. Adam and I met the Tuesday of the Steele County Fair. Hairball was playing in the beer garden, so my girlfriends and I wanted to go hang out and have a girls' night.
We're sitting there listening to them playing, having a beer or two, and Amanda walks by, Scott says hi, and she looked at me and smiled. I looked at her and smiled.
And then I heard Scott call my name, and so I came over to say hi, and then he told me to turn around. There was a guy he wanted me to meet.
A little bit of awkward silence there for a while because he just said, "Hey Amanda, hey, this is Adam."
I turned around and there was Adam. Big smile, beautiful eyes, and we said hi, and then we talked a little bit. We talked about what we do, where we went to school.
Talked all night until probably, I get hit about 10 o'clock, and I said, okay, I gotta go because I gotta work in the morning. And I remember the whole walk home, I was a little disappointed that I couldn't spend the rest of the night out there until the bar closed. But
he left, and I went to go find my girlfriends to tell them what an amazing guy I met, but they were all a little too intoxicated to understand what I was trying to tell them. So I drove them home at the end of the night, and the next morning they're like, "Amanda, where were you all night?" And I was like, "I was talking to a really great guy. I wanted to tell you guys last night, but I couldn't."
Well, the next day was actually my birthday, so she just sent me a short little text message, "Happy birthday," and sent a few back and forth, and ended up hanging out again that night at the fair, I believe. And actually every day after that at the fair. We spent a lot of time hanging out at the fair. And
my first impression of Adam was he had a very nice smile and beautiful eyes, and he was so tan in his red shirt and his khaki shorts.
She's a smoking hot redhead that loves to hunt and fish. And
decided that we should go out on a date outside the fair, so we went to Johnny Home Band in Blooming Prairie at the end of August, and so that was kind of our first date. And
I found out she was moving in just a block away from my dad's house where I was staying at the time, and it was actually pretty convenient. Didn't have to go very far to see her. So we hung out almost every single day after we met, and it just kept going from there and never looked back, essentially. We hung out almost every single day. And then I bought a house. She moved in.
And I was hesitant at first, but I decided to because I knew that, things were gonna go far with him. So
it's the first time I've ever lived with a woman, other than my mom. No sisters or anything to kind of get me used to actually living with a woman. So that was good. I liked it a lot.
I knew Adam was the one when he went away on a hunting trip in Canada, and he was gone for a very long time, but I just had so much fun when we were together that when he was gone, I just knew that I wanted to be with him because he made me so happy and we enjoyed every moment together. So I knew he was the one the moment he got home from Canada.
When did I know Amanda was the one? Actually, I was just kind of sitting down, thinking about things, watching TV, nothing too special, and just came to me. That's when I knew that Amanda was the one I was going to marry. Kind of shortened her up. I got a little sidetracked.
The Friday before Easter, Adam had off. He didn't have to work, but I did. And as I was going out the door, I said, if you want to go shopping for something, you can, just joking like I had been for a while because we've been talking about getting married.
The night before, I'd actually woke up and said, yep, I'm gonna go buy a ring today. Ran up to the cities, looked around, found the one I wanted, and the next morning I got up early, just like every other day, and got things all lined up, actually stuffed the ring in the couch where I usually sit so she wouldn't find it. And I had a rose that I had hid in one of the cupboards, and along with a note. So once I got done, I made her food, put it on the table, and woke her up. And
6:45, I was like, are you serious? It's Saturday morning, I want to sleep. But he's like, breakfast will be ready in 2 minutes. I said, okay. So I climb out of bed. He's got breakfast on the table for me, just like any other Saturday. And we eat. He sits down next to me and he eats too. And
we got done at the same time. She walked in the kitchen to take all the plates in, and she's standing there playing with the dogs. I'm standing there looking at her, sitting there with a ring behind my back, trying not to laugh or anything like that or act real nervous.
I noticed Adam just standing there watching me playing with the dog. Then I kind of catch a little something out the corner of my eye on the stove, and there was a red rose with a little card that says, I have a question for you.
Got down on my knees, shaking worse than I've ever shaken before in my life. And
by the time I knew what was going on, I had turned and there was Adam on one knee with a very shaky hand and shaky voice asking me to marry him. And of course I said
yes, and went in for the kiss afterwards, and all I got was teeth. So
I kept smiling and he went in to try and kiss me, but he just got teeth because I couldn't stop smiling.
The thing I love most about Amanda is that we can just hang out. We can just hang out as friends, do what, we do a lot of stuff together. We do a lot of hunting and fishing and just hanging out with friends, having a good time.
I love that Adam is headstrong, he knows what he wants, and he goes for it. And he doesn't stop until it's done and done right.
Don't agree on something, we're getting really good at talking things out and working through things, and she's helped me out with that quite a bit, is talking through things. That's what I love. She makes me talk, makes me get everything out there on the table.
But he also treats me the way I need to be treated, and we have a wonderful time together. He's just an amazing person all around.
Yeah, I absolutely love it when Amanda gets stuck in the driveway 7 times in one winter. I get a call at work, stuck in the driveway, come pull me out. Had that happen 7 times one spring, or one winter.
I love it when I get woken up by Adam grinding his teeth at night. He is the loudest teeth grinder I've ever known. I don't know how he doesn't wake up himself.
I love it when Amanda gets in car accidents. It hasn't been very many since we've met, but especially love it when I just get done fixing her car, then she comes home and says, I got a big hole in my bumper. I'm like, oh, great. It just replaced half the body on the car.
I hate that too. I hate when he chews. Oh, I was supposed to use sarcasm.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that Adam chews tobacco, and I can always kiss him with a big fat chew in.
But it's all good.
There are a couple things I have learned from Adam since meeting him. I have learned to not worry about so much and just try and relax. He's very relaxed, so it helps me relax a lot of the time. And another big thing is I've learned to become a little bit more of a saver than I used to. I used to just spend. You know, a girl loves to go shopping, but with him, you know, he's taught me to just try and save a little bit here and there, and it has definitely paid off, and that's one great thing about him too. He's helped me that way.
Being able to open up. I gotta open up and let her know what's going on. If something's bothering me, I gotta tell her, and if something's great, I also gotta let her know that. Just sharing my feelings, which I've been absolutely terrible with forever. So that's the best thing I've learned from her, for sure.
3.
2.
2 boys and a girl.
Stopping at 2. We'll figure it out. After the honeymoon.
Yeah.
In January.
Yeah, so about 6 months. 6 months.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm probably the messy one.
I think we're both messy. certain messy things. I keep dirty clothes on the floor on my side because you can't see it, but I make him put his in the dirty clothes pile because you can see his half of the bed.
Depends on what kind of mood we're both in, I guess.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of us have to be in control. Make sure we're both on the same page.
Yes.
If we disagree,
Compromise.
Yeah.
Compromise, communication, and effort is what I always say.
yes.
Meh.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I do.
But once she asks for money, you just give it to her.
Yes.
Ooh. I think I usually started.
He starts it and then I don't stop until it's finished. I'll keep bringing it up or telling him, do we need to talk about this?
Yeah. Amanda's the first to say she's sorry.
Yep.
Takes me a little while.
Yep.
I usually get there. May take a day or two though. The ability to talk and work things out
Yes.
is what's going to make it work.
Yep. We can talk about anything, whether it's good or bad. We just learn to talk through it and we get through it, which is awesome that we can do that at such an early stage in our relationship.
Everyone argues, it's just how you get through it.
Pick your battles.
Yep.
I can't hear you while you whine that. That is so annoying.
How's that? Is that better?
That's really loud.